Hello everybody and welcome back to Football Life, where we are in the Man United Master League, which is interesting because we're 10th with 20 points and not playing very well at all. But neither are Arsenal, who are only 4 points ahead of us. Lots of random teams ahead of us as well. Brighton, Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa, all up there as well. Today we're taking on West Ham and Crystal Palace, and then we're getting very close to the January transfer window, where we have secured some new reinforcements to come in, matching sort of what's happening in real life. We have Mason Mount, Amrabat, Reguilon and Altay Bayindir in goal coming in as well. Reguilon only on loan, a very expensive loan, but it doesn't really matter. So yeah, we're sort of matching that up. But we do need another striker at the club as well, I feel. So let me know your thoughts down below. Give me your striker recommendations about who we can go and look at, potentially bring in, sort of keep it realistic and see what's going on. Obviously we're not going to go and sign Mbappe because Man United aren't going to sign him in real life. They don't have enough money. But yeah, let's get into the game against West Ham. Hello everybody and welcome to the London Stadium. Apparently it looks a lot better or bigger than that in real life. I guess some West Ham fans would argue it's not better at all, but it is Man United away at West Ham in today's game. Live coverage brought to you by probably Sky Sports. But yeah, Man United drawing 0-0 with Monaco in their last game in the Europa League did see them qualify through to the knockout phase, but they're starting to pick up form in the Premier League. We'll have to see how it all unfolds. So West Ham, the home team, lining up in a 4-2-3-1. Paqueta, Soucek and Fornals will be dangerous in midfield, with Danny Ings always capable of finding the net up front. Cresswell and Kufau could be busy in the fullback positions today. Man United as the away team line up in a 3-4-3 formation. Martial, Eriksen and Rashford playing further forward. Sancho on the left, Anthony comes back in on the right, Casemiro and Bruno in the middle, with Martinez, Varane and Lindelof playing in front of Andre Onana. So we are ready here in London to see how this game against Man United and West Ham is going to work out, really. Two teams finding a bit of form of late, but we'll have to see who can have the upper hand in this one, as Victor Lindelof gets a nice early touch of the ball and finds Anthony back into the starting 11, who was rested against Monaco. You can see Man United just happy to have a little bit of possession at the moment, trying to feel West Ham out and see how they're going to be playing, as Sancho gets on the ball as well. A little bit of pressure from West Ham as soon as we get towards like the halfway line, but a little bit of space here for Casemiro in towards Christian Eriksen, who just takes a little bit too long on the ball, and Danny Ings can look to counter as Cornet comes forward. Casemiro with a strong but firm tackle. Referee didn't play advantage. Cresswell goes down the line towards Thomas Soucek, in towards Pablo Fornals. He finds Said Benrahma, who turns. Good shot and a good save from Andre Onana to hold on to that one. Already feels like a bit of a cagey game where we're going to have to try and feel our way through, as Sancho finds Eriksen. Eriksen goes up to Rashford, just trying to turn and hold on to the ball. Marcus Rashford's only done a really good job there, actually, as Casemiro's on it now. Finds Eriksen again, playing a little bit more advanced today. He swapped roles with Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes dropping into a more of a central midfield position, but that's a lovely ball through to Fornals, who's broken the offside trap, and Fornals is in. Great save from Andre Onana to get on that one, and Martinez is there to recover and can just play it all the way across to Victor Lindelof. But West Ham with the first real opportunity of the game, as Casemiro gives it to Lindelof, into Eriksen, onto Bruno, and Lindelof's carried on his run here and he's in a good position, the centre-back, as Lindelof puts it through into Rashford. It's a good shot, good save. And end-to-end stuff here at the London Stadium, as yeah, Man United breaking well. Victor Lindelof just thought, I'll carry on going, picked the ball up, did really well. Lovely ball through into Rashford, just had that little slip as he took the shot. A good save from Fabianski in goal for West Ham. And Man United have a corner, and we have sent our bigger players up from the back, so we're going to get Varane at the front post. See if we can get this one to work again, as Varane flicks it on. It's going goalwards. Oh, it's another corner. Fabianski has to touch it over. Let's try that again, because that worked pretty well with Rafa Varane. So let's get him on Pablo Fornals at the front again. See if he can flick this one into a better position. He does. Rashford couldn't quite get there first. Bruno Fernandes just trying to tempt Fornals into a tackle here. He's got Anthony making a good run. Picks out Eriksen. On the edge is Jadon Sancho. Oh, it's a good effort. It's just over the bar. Tried to go for placement into the top corner, didn't quite work. But a good effort there from United, just getting on top of this game. Eriksen off to Sancho, and oh, not bad. It's bounced through to Martial here, who's put in Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford's in. Rashford shoots. It's a rocket of a finish into the top corner. It's a wonderful goal from Marcus Rashford, and he deserves it this season. He's played well for us, and Ten Haag applauds. It was a good win in midfield from Casemiro. Eriksen is sort of bobbled through to Martial. Great first touch. Lovely ball through to Marcus Rashford. And what a finish that is at the near post. No keeper saving that. It's 1-0 United. Marcus Rashford with a lovely, lovely finish. Martial, good hold-up play. Stuck it through nicely. Casemiro and Eriksen doing well beforehand as well. But Rashford, bosh. What a goal. Here is Maxwell Cornet going up towards Danny Ings. And West Ham looking for an instant response as Benrahma's on the ball. It's a good block from Lisandro Martinez, just to get on that, and Sandro just clear his lines and get that one forward. Can he pick out Rashford? He sort of went for him, but no, I've just run straight past the ball with Casemiro there. Cornet's in, great tackle from Victor Lindelof. He timed that one really well, and Anthony can just hold on to the ball. And United will look to keep a little bit of possession. Well, that isn't the best pass from Lindelof to Martinez. Martinez boots it into the face of Benrahma, right in the schnoz, and it goes out for a throw. Eriksen finds Anthony with a good little first time pass, and the Brazilian can stretch his legs for the first time in the game. Rashford trying a 1-2 with Anthony. Is he going to keep that one in? He's not. It's a goal kick, but we're getting a little bit of joy playing through the midfield in this system. I feel like Bruno Fernandes dropping a little bit deeper is helping us out, as Varane shows good strength there. And here is Bruno Fernandes. Sancho goes up towards Martial, looking for Eriksen, tries to give it back to the Frenchman, but it's a good header, a good block at least, as Benrahma comes forward. Down the line he's got Pablo Fornals, and they've got a man in the middle, and he's tried to find Cornet, who can't get there, and Andre Onana will clear his lines first time. Soucek's a big old chap, so he'll probably win that header. He did. Ooh, Tio Carrera just gave that away to Christian Eriksen, and there was a bit of confusion. That was meant for Eriksen. The AI gave me Martial, and it didn't really work. As Soucek into Cornet. Lindelof gets out there to try and cover. Soucek v Eriksen in a race of the slowest pace players in this game, probably, as that goes out for a throw. Still 1-0 United. Lucas Paqueta has won the ball very high up in Man United's half. It was a mistake from Jadon Sancho. Luckily his defence bails him out. Fernandes tries to split the play. Rashford picks it up and picks out Anthony. Back to Rashford. Rashford coming forward with it. He's got a great run from Martial. Martial, oh, I thought Rashford was going for a return, and he didn't, and it just made that pass a little bit poor. There's Varane with a good header there, but Soucek will pick it up at the back. Varane's being asked or challenged aerially again. Martinez just goes back to Andre Onana. Man United will look to go long, but at half-time it's 1-0 United. So Man United get the second half underway. We've been by far the better team, really. West Ham not really testing Andre Onana, and we've had more of the possession. We've done more with it, and we're 1-0 up, which is lovely to see. Sancho picks up a good long ball forward there. There's Eriksen. Just lays that one off to Bruno, and he encourages Sancho to get forward a bit further. He's going to definitely outpace Kufal here. Sancho looks to cut it back. Oh, it's just got a deflection. It's going to fall to Anthony. His shot's blocked as well. And Rashford just came back from an offside position. A frantic, good start to the first half for Man United, but a lovely block there from the defender from West Ham. And yeah, good running from Sancho, good link-up play from Eriksen and Bruno. Tio Carrera on the ball for West Ham. Back to Fabianski. He goes long, looking out towards Benrahma. It's easy for Martinez to get on though. And there's Eriksen again. Eriksen's starting to pick up quite a lot of pockets of space, which is very good. Bruno looks down the line, encouraging Martial to run after it, and he does. Martial just goes back, flicks out Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho under pressure from Paqueta. Oh, that's not a good pass. That's going to go straight to Danny Ings, but Martinez gets in and, well, he's actually caught out of possession a little bit, and Danny Ings can run forward here. He's got the length of the Olympic Stadium to run through. Cuts back, left-footed cross, hits Casemiro. Andre Onana can't prevent the corner. Is that West Ham's first corner of the game in the 55th minute? I think it is. But you can see there, 64% possession for Man United. That should be too close to Onana, and it is. Rashford flicks it on as well. Benrahma keeps it alive into Cornet. Oh, and Tio Carrera up from centre-back. Manages to dig out a cross, but it's going to go out for a goal kick. Here is Bruno Fernandes picking up that, those little pockets of spaces that are working very well today. Oh, he's trying to just give the AI the eyes and drop that back to Eriksson. Didn't work. Sad Benrahma can look for Paqueta. Under pressure from Martinez, who's done really well in that challenge there. Martinez is going to bring the ball out. He's got Eriksson in a lot of space centrally. He's actually picked out Jadon Sancho. Oh, I was trying to poke that one through to Eriksson, but a bit too much on it. But yeah, it's still all Man United in this one. Here is Sancho again. Lovely bit of footwork to beat one. Sancho holding on to it. Picks out Eriksson. Eriksson just puts it into the path of Anthony. Anthony looks to square it. It's gone behind absolutely everyone. Bruno Fernandes will keep it alive. Bruno Fernandes up against Kufau, but good defending from the Czech Republic player as that's gone all the way through to Danny Ings. Maxwell Cornet tries to get there, but it's read very well by Victor Lindelof. And the back three for United today are playing very well at the moment. They're keeping the ball when they need to and spreading it when they have to, as Jadon Sancho could be in goal here. Jadon Sancho goes around Zuma. Oh, he got a tackle in. Sancho was trying to just have a little shot at the end. Didn't quite work. Eriksson can hold this one up under pressure from Lucas Paqueta, who wins the ball back. Fornals manages to get the ball out towards Benrahma. Martinez, no, he can't really dive in. He's running out of support on that side. With 15 minutes to go, there's going to be fresh legs coming on at the next break, which will be right now for a goal kick to Man United. So 3 substitutions for United. Malacia on for Sancho, Diego Dalot on for Rafael Varane, and Rasmus Højlund coming on for Anthony Martial up front. And it looks like a change of system for United to try and see this lead out. A bit more of a traditional back four to try and keep the ball a little bit better, as Diego Dalot gets his first touch and dinks it up towards... oh no, this is Dalot, sorry. That was Lindelof in towards Anthony. Anthony can try and spread the play towards Christian Eriksen, who puts a ball wide to ask Rasmus Højlund to go and chase the ball down early on. And Højlund holds it up well and releases Terrell Malacia. Puts that one in. Oh, it was a good ball in towards Rashford. Couldn't do the best with the header, but a lovely play from United. We can try and absorb the West Ham pressure and then break on them. And if Malacia is going to get forward like that, it's going to put us in a lovely position. So West Ham with a couple of changes as Palmieri comes on for Maxwell Cornet and Jared Bowen has come on for Sad Benrahma. As a bit of a strange decision not to start Jared Bowen. Probably West Ham's best player that they have. And yeah, decided to start him on the bench as Martinez gives it to Malacia towards Eriksson, who's just drifted a bit wider in this new shape, and that's not a good pass from Christian Eriksen. As Bruno Fernandes now has to get back and do some defensive work. Here is Emerson Palmieri, fresh off the bench. Goes back to Creswell, under pressure from Lindelof. Soucek is there. Anthony does get back at him and just hold him up slightly. Anthony holds him up again. In it goes. Good header away. Casemiro. And can Man United break from here? Because this is Christian Eriksen. And there's lots of space on this side for Marcus Rashford, who's picked up the ball. And referee, that's got to be a foul. He played advantage, I think, because the ball got through to Rasmus Højlund. But there's nothing the Man United striker could do as Jared Bowen takes over for West Ham. Out to Vladimir Kufau. Puts an early cross in. Lindelof reads it through. He's had a great game at the back, Lindelof. And Casemiro finds Anthony. Up it goes towards Rashford. Rashford looking through to Rasmus Højlund. Kurt Zuma's looking tired. And Højlund's done very well to keep that alive. In it goes towards Malacia again. Rashford looking for the header once more. Bruno Fernandes looks to keep it alive. Soucek just puts his foot through it and clears it to a man who was very clearly offside. And Man United can just see this one out as the time ticks away. And that is a good win. 1-0. Come on. So, results from around the ground then. Aston Villa beat Spurs 1-0. AFC Bournemouth beat Burnley 2-0 away from home, both of those. Arsenal drew with Forest. Chelsea beat Luton 3-1 away. Everton got a smashing of Sheffield United at Goodison Park 4-1. Man City and Fulham drew 0-0. Liverpool 4, Brighton 0. Newcastle and Wolves played out a 2-2 draw at St James's Park. And Crystal Palace lost at home to Brentford 4-2. And it leaves the table. We're still in 10th, but we are closing the gap. We're now, a win could potentially take us to 7th, which is pretty decent given where we were at the beginning of the season, so not too bad. So next up is Crystal Palace, and we're back at Old Trafford for this one. Hopefully we can get a result. They're playing really well. They're actually above us in the table, Crystal Palace, so we'll have to keep an eye on them. I'll sort the team out, and we'll be back for kickoff. Hello everybody, welcome to Old Trafford as Man United take on Crystal Palace. Man United with a win in their last game, and Crystal Palace, I think, got beaten at home I can't really remember. But lots of changes as illness has struck the Man United team in this one. So a few changes to go through when we get the lineups. We'll be back in a sec. So fresh off the back of a 1-0 win over West Ham down in London, Manchester United are back in Manchester. And, well, they've got a few players missing with flu as the lineups are revealed. Suzuki is in goal. We have Rasmus Højlund starting up front ahead of Rashford. And youngsters on the bench include Radek Vitek. We have Bjorn Hardley and Kobe Mine, who makes the bench as well. Crystal Palace are lining up in a 4-1-2-3 formation. Riedewald, Elise and Will Hughes in the middle. Eze, Mateta and Ayew is a pretty pacey front three. Mateta's a big lad as well. Harry Souttar at the back with Mark Gay. It should be an interesting game and we're just about ready. Let's get into the action. So it's Anthony Martial to get the game underway, and yeah, hopefully we can have another performance like we did in the last game. I'm assuming that Crystal Palace are going to sit deep, similar to what West Ham did, so an early goal would be very nice and pretty crucial. We've just got to move them around, try and keep the ball, see if we can draw them out a little bit. As Casemiro has it, Eriksen gives him an option, and Eriksen, oh, it's a great touch from Christian Eriksen, a terrible tackle from Jaro Riedewald, and an early yellow card for the midfielder. That is going to cause Crystal Palace a lot of issues. So Bruno Fernandes could have a go from here. It's far out, but it's not completely out of his range. Bruno Fernandes has a hit. It's a great effort. Hit with venom and just flies past the Crystal Palace goal. An early sighter for Bruno Fernandes, you feel there. As Sam Johnston is going to go long with his kick, as Mateta's going to be up against Varane. That should be a very interesting battle in the air, actually, as Garnacho pulls it wide. Garnacho back in the team as Anthony makes his way back to the bench. Jadon Sancho on his favoured right-hand side. Garnacho picks this one up. Bruno Fernandes looking for Højlund. Højlund with a really good first touch. Gets a shot off. Oh! Fires just past the post from Rasmus Højlund. He's really yet to come alive in this Man United team. Being rotated as part of the front two. But this was a lovely touch onto that left foot, and it's a good effort. Just couldn't get enough curl on it. Here is Mateta going back towards Riedewald. Trying to get the ball out towards Jordan Ayew, who's got Martinez for company. And Martinez has done really, really well. And look to spread the play towards Jadon Sancho, who can keep it in play. It's not the best header, but he keeps it in play for Man United, which is the main thing. Bruno Fernandes sees the run of Garnacho out on the left and picks him out nicely. Garnacho gives it back to the Portuguese international. Bruno Fernandes, nice little touch around, gives it into Eriksen, who's got plenty of time and space. Eriksen gets the shot all wrong, but it's all Man United here. Crystal Palace offering absolutely nothing. We'll just see how bad this shot was from Eriksen, but yeah, Bruno Fernandes brought the ball forward, broke the line, created some space, and yeah, just a terrible shot from Christian Eriksen. Elise brings the ball forward for Palace, goes out towards Jordan Ayew, looks to just cut back, and he's actually sold a good dummy there. It's in towards Mateta, but it's very well cleared by Varane after a decent first touch that could have put him in a lot of trouble. That's a nice 1-2 to release Jadon Sancho, and Eriksen's going again for it, and he picks the ball up, Christian Eriksen. He's going to have another go. This one's much better, in off the inside of the post. Christian Eriksen, what a hit. That's an unbelievable strike from Christian Eriksen. He's had one opportunity already. He's picking up so many pockets of space in that middle. It's a lovely first touch, second touch out of his feet, and bang, what a rocket from Christian Eriksen. It's 1-0 and we're playing so much better right now. It's brilliant. Sancho, in it goes to Eriksen. Lovely first touch to get away from Elise. Second touch out of his feet, and then that third touch is just what a finish. Sam Johnston, no chance. Martinez out towards Garnacho as it's really started to rain in Manchester, so Garnacho just takes the sting out of the ball. Martinez looking cross-field. It's a nice idea towards Sancho, just couldn't quite keep it in. But yeah, Man United feeling like they're understanding Ten Hag's instructions now, and they're making the most out of the game time they're being given. A settled 11, and maybe a little bit of an easier run in the fixtures as well, with West Ham and Crystal Palace in a row is a lot nicer than what the fixture computer could have thrown up towards us, as Eriksen lays that one off towards Casemiro. Sancho's invited forward. Sancho looks to dink that one in. Rashford wasn't quite expecting that pass from Sancho, but Tariq Mitchell will go up the line towards Fabrice Eze, who I'm a big fan of in real life. He's a very good player. Into Mateta. Mateta looks back towards Eze again, and he's going to have to pace on Lindelof, and a nice bit of footwork there in towards Ayew. It's going to just roll past the far post. Bruno Fernandes into Christian Eriksen, just round the corner nicely weighted into Martial's feet, who holds it up well and tries to release Alejandro Garnacho. Garnacho tries again, just trying to dink that ball over the back line, not really working as I'd like. A lack of runners really, as Ayew holds off Bruno Fernandes in towards Mateta. Will Hughes has picked up a bit of space here, as goes back towards Mateta. Good save from Suzuki to touch that one past the post. And it's the first corner of the game, and it's gone to Crystal Palace. There's a good bit of man marking from Man United in there. Suzuki gets a nice touch to it. I don't mind that from the young goalkeeper. Elise swings in the corner, and it's well headed away by Lindelof again. And Man United are going to look to break here because Garnacho's on this ball, and he's got runners in front of them. One of them is Rasmus Højlund, and if he can get this ball through, it was good tracking back from Tyreek Mitchell. He did really well, the young defender, to stop that one getting through to Anthony Martial. Højlund with a good first touch on it again and showing his strength to hold it up well. Christian Eriksen is just trying to batter his way through. It'll be a corner. It was a poor shot as he was off balance, but it'll be a corner. Højlund showing really good strength to hold it up there. Put it into Eriksen and then just trying to batter his way through, sort of steadily going. Had a shot going very well wide, but Will Hughes was just in the way. And Bruno Fernandes will have the corner, and we're going to go with what we did before as Varane runs towards that near post. Elise just sort of with him. It's flicked on by Varane. Martial couldn't quite get there. It's going to come out to Garnacho. Garnacho, penalty ref. It's got to be a penalty. He put it through the legs of Will Hughes, and that is a penalty for Man United. I don't know what he's arguing about. A definite penalty. Lovely bit of skill from Alejandro Garnacho. Crystal Palace players are not happy. But Garnacho here brought it down well. Little bit of a skill through the legs, and it's a definite penalty. Bruno Fernandes to take this one against Sam Johnston, the ex-Man United goalkeeper. Bruno Fernandes fires it into the bottom corner. It's 2-0 United, and that is bloody good. We deserve it. Crystal Palace have offered nothing. Lovely stuff. 2-0 Man United at Old Trafford. Bruno Fernandes picks up the ball in central midfield as the fans are chanting his name. He gives it off to Garnacho, who won the penalty. Eriksen into Bruno. Bruno looking for Højlund. Højlund ball through, looking for Eriksen. The football is just flowing for Man United at the moment. Garnacho. Bruno couldn't quite get there. Nathaniel Klein is going to be under pressure, and it's a rushed clearance. It has found Mateta as Elise looks to release Jordan Ayew. He's now got Varane for company, and he's turned in well, and that's a lovely looking ball through to Mateta. Good save from Zion Suzuki. He's having a good game, the young goalkeeper. He's proving he's a able deputy for Andre Onana, even if Man United is rumoured to be believed they've gone and bought a new goalkeeper in. There's a bit more competition for Onana. That's a great ball in. Eriksen's hit the post. Anthony Martial with a wonderful cross in, and Højlund's going to win this one high back up the pitch, as he know he's not. But Man United playing really well. 2-0 up at half-time. Again, second half is underway. Man United dominating possession as Elise is taken off for Jeffrey Schlupp. So I can only assume that's a little bit of an injury or something for Michael Elise, because that's not a usual substitution you would see, as Højlund tries to get on the end of that pass from Bruno but can't. Here is Eze, Will Hughes, Mateta looking back towards Will Hughes, but very well intercepted by Casemiro. Eriksen out towards Sancho. Sees Bruno in a lot of space. Good first touch. Bruno has a shot. Sam Johnston, good save. Jordan Ayew gives that into Jeffrey Schlupp, the substitute, who looks to be given a bit more attacking licence, though he didn't do too much with that. As this is now Jadon Sancho just accelerating away from Will Hughes, and he's going a long way here, Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho still going in towards Eriksen. Harry Souttar with a good tackle as Bruno invites Garnacho forward. Garnacho will just reset and give it back to Bruno, who's got quite a lot of space on this side. Bruno with an effort, was just over the bar. Yeah, Garnacho did well down the wing, released to Bruno, just saw loads of space for the Bruno Fernandes, the central midfielder, and he just tried to dig that shot out just over the bar though. Jordan Ayew's absolutely turned Garnacho there, made him look foolish, but it is blocked at the back as Varane, trying to chase down Eze. Eze with a shot. Easy for Zion Suzuki. He's going to try with his long throw to start a counter-attack. Didn't quite work as Mark Gay picks up the loose ball into Mitchell, going along looking for Mateta again as Varane can see that he's got time and space to bring this one down. Spreads it out towards Garnacho, who's having a good game on this left-hand side. Bruno Fernandes turns a great ball out towards Jadon Sancho, although I think it just got caught in the rain and Mitchell takes no chances. So double substitution for Man United. 2 youngsters coming on. Facundo Palestri for Jadon Sancho. And Kobe Mino on for Christian Eriksen in central midfield. And they're going to go straight into the action as United have a throw-in quite high up the pitch. And here is Kobe Mino straight away to get involved. Picks out Garnacho. Looking towards Bruno Fernandes, who's moved into a slightly more advanced role now. Sancho. Højlund. Can lay that off to Bruno. Bruno tries to put it into Martial. Is that another penalty, ref? No. Oh, I thought that would have been another penalty because he clearly clipped Martial's heels there as he's trying to turn. Casemiro invites Lindelof forward. Plays that off to Facundo Palestri. Fernandes picking up lots of space. Martial can just hold on to the ball and try to get it off towards Garnacho. Garnacho tries to dink it towards Højlund at the back post, but Nathaniel Klein does well and just hoofs that one away, which has been the order of the day for Crystal Palace. They've not really had a chance to create much at all as Varane goes out towards Palestri, who's seen a lot of the ball since coming off the bench. Bruno Fernandes is beaten to it by Riedeveld though. Will Hughes. Eze. Good tracking back from Palestri there. And he's still going, the youngster, as it's gone into Mateta. Out wide towards Ayew with a shot. Good save from Suzuki again. And Lindelof can just have the whereabouts to, well, pick out Garnacho with an absolutely wonderful pass, to be fair. Martial into Højlund. Højlund, good first touch. He's got runners. Martial puts it through towards Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes tries to square it. Palestri. Oh, he took an extra touch and I don't know why. Rasmus Højlund picks up the loose ball, but it's intercepted. Oh, Palestri, you could have had a goal. Could have had a Premier League goal. I think it would have been his second of the season, actually, for Palestri. As Crystal Palace looking to counter. Jordan Ayew holds off Lisandro Martinez well. And Martinez gets back at him and shows him who's boss, but gives it straight back to Jeffrey Schlupp. Will Hughes up towards Mateta into Jeffrey Schlupp, but KB Mainu has defended really well there, and Martinez pokes it away. It's getting very open this game right now as Crystal Palace are pushing to get something from the fixture. Casemiro out towards Palestri, in towards KB Mainu, but he just doesn't have the strength to hold off Riedeveld. Final 10 minutes of the game. Mateta comes forward. A good touch from Varane to slow it down. Mateta goes out wide. I think Garnacho's struggling a bit with fitness. It goes all the way across to Eze, and that is not a very good shot, although Ayew is going to keep it in play. Varane has done incredibly well, showing really good experience there from Rafa Varane, just to marshal Jordan Ayew into a position where he could easily win the ball. Mateta holds on to it, looks to hold off Varane. Now it goes to Eze. Varane's there, lovely hook away from the very experienced Frenchman again. Eze back to Will Hughes. Well, this is Palace's best spell at the moment. As Eze looks to turn, and he has turned away into Mateta. Varane is there again. Varane with a superb game today. So final 3 substitutions in the final minutes for Man United as Wan-Bissaka has come on for Højlund, Donny van der Beek has come on for Anthony Martial, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I think I said Aaron Wan-Bissaka for Højlund, but I can't remember the other one. Oh, Malacia on for Garnacho, yeah, that was the other one. As Crystal Palace made some changes as well, but fresh legs here of Wan-Bissaka straight away. Just burning away from Abricha Eze, who's just sort of given up. As Wan-Bissaka now just waiting for some options. He sees Kobe Mainu in the middle, but the small young player is never going to get there. 2-0 Man United, back-to-back wins. So we've dominated Crystal Palace there. Really good 2-0 win. Aston Villa beat West Ham 1-0 at Villa Park. Bournemouth lose at home 4-0 to Spurs. Nottingham Forest beat Burnley 3-1 at the Forest Ground. And Chelsea 0, Arsenal 0 in the London derby. Sheffield United 1, Luton Town 1, Fulham 1, Everton 1. Brighton Hove Albion beat Man City 1-0. Lovely stuff that. Newcastle Liverpool play out a 2-2 draw. And Wolves beat Brentford 1-0. And after match day 17, we're up to 8th. 26 points now from however many games we played. 17 games, because it was match day 17. 1 point behind Brighton. 5 points behind Forest, which is so weird to say. At the top of the table, weirder to say, is Tottenham Hotspur, 1 point ahead of Man City. Down in the relegation zone, Burnley are firmly rock bottom, 3 points behind Luton Town, who find themselves 4 points behind Bournemouth, who are 1 point behind West Ham. So West Ham just about hanging on to safety at the moment. And that is this episode done. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave a like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Next up, we have Brentford and Wolves as we tick towards January with our new signings joining. So it should be a pretty good one. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.